English teacher Isadora Perini says it took a while for her to wise up and listen to her parents. Both were educators and encouraged her to follow in their footsteps. 29 years later, she's relieved she eventually embraced a path she calls extremely rewarding.
In A329 at York Community High School in Elmhurst, the students are interpreting passages from a literary classic, All Quiet on the Western Front.
How do you think Paul felt about the fact that his friend was dying?
The book is difficult and also heartbreaking, but in that text, literacy teacher Isadora Perini sees opportunity for growth.
I think it's the opportunity to build empathy with people unlike oneself, and I think that you get that from literature in a way that you don't get that from informational texts or other things.
Isadora's parents believe she was destined to be a teacher, but like most children, she was not listening at first.
So my father was a university professor, and my mother was a high school teacher, and of course, coming out of high school and going into college, I absolutely refused to consider the possibility of teaching.
But in graduate school, she discovered her parents were right.
I had some friends who were TAing, like freshman classes, and they looked like they were having a lot of fun. And so I had to sort of grudgingly admit that perhaps my mother had been right, and I should have gotten a teaching certificate. Go back into the passage and see who or what he's talking about, right?
And now, after nearly 3 decades of teaching, Ms. Perini finds joy in every day, no matter the challenge.
Even on a bad day, in the back of your mind, you're like, this too shall pass, right? But freshmen are really joyful in class.
And you see it in this freshman honors class, genuine interest and curiosity in their young faces.
For freshmen, they're sort of like right on the edge of something, right? They're coming out of middle school and they're like sort of right on the edge of what is coming next. They're not jaded, they're happy, hopefully, most of the time. They're joyful, they're curious, and they're just a lot of fun.
It's that love of teaching that inspired sophomore Liam Resendez to nominate his freshman English teacher. He says her class opened his world to a love for reading.
I just kind of started really liking books and, like what the books are trying to tell you.
And then over the summer, he kept going.
No Country for Old Men. And then I think from there, I just started listening to audiobooks and stuff. And I think it really roots from what Miss Perini was what she taught our class.
Award sponsor Howard Ankin of Ankin Law presented Isadora with a $1,000 check.
On behalf of Ankin Law, I'm proud to present to York High School, on behalf of Ms. Perini, the WGN Teacher of the Month Award.
Ms. Perini says she's found so much support in the York High School community.
There is sort of a spirit here of helping one another, and I feel that that's true, that I feel like anybody in the English department and anybody in the school would help me anytime that I needed it.
Up next, In the Mountains Echoed, exploring human complexity and the power of connections, further opening their world to themes that connect us all. Growth Ms. Perini gets to see firsthand.
And so I do now have some seniors that I had as sophomores or as freshmen, and so it is a tremendous change that they go through, right? And it is absolutely one of the best things about teaching.
Ms. Perini tells us she plans to use the money to buy more books and build a library in her classroom. To submit a nomination for Teacher of the Month, head to our website, WGNTV.com. Lauren Jiggets, WGN News.